Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 Weekends. I'm Lily Zoller. 2 people are dead following a shooting at an apartment complex in Milwaukee County. Authorities say 2 others were injured, one of whom is in critical condition at an area hospital. No details have been provided as to the condition of the other injured person. Several agencies responded to the calls of an active shooter this morning at apartments located near Brown Deer Road. Police were fired upon and a squad car was hit. However, no officers were injured. They believe they have the suspect in custody and that individual has been transferred to a hospital. The suspect's condition is unknown. In other Wisconsin news, the FBI captured one of its 10 most wanted fugitives in Mexico after 16 years on the run. Octaviano Juarez Coro was wanted for a 2006 mass shooting in Milwaukee Park on Memorial Day. Milwaukee police say Juarez Coro shot 5 people execution style, leaving 2 dead and 3 injured. His wife was among those wounded. The FBI offered a $1,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. Whether it was that or his age progressed wanted poster, the FBI says a tip led to his arrest in Guadalajara. The FBI is hoping publicity about his case will help agents find the 9 remaining fugitives on their top 10 list. Okay, well, Devin, it is National Weather Person's Day. So in honor of one of my very favorite weather people, will you please tell us what we have coming up in our forecast?
Thank you, Lily. And yes, so we have a little bit of snow that did move through earlier this morning, though, and in the early afternoon, and has since tapered off. Might still notice a few flurries later on tonight and tomorrow, but less than a ½ inch occurred in a few spots. But now most of the low pressure area is starting to track off to the east. Here's the snow right here. There's a little bit more action off toward the west, so we're not totally done with the snow just yet. We have a little bit more to go before we're all finished up, but it's cool out there this morning. Temperatures in the middle teens pretty much area wide, maybe a little bit warmer further off toward the west, and warmer temperatures are actually heading in our direction. We've already hit our low temperature in the lower teens earlier. That southwest wind at around 5 to 15 miles per hour, equaling some warmer temperatures that are moving in. But despite that, though, feeling cooler out there, feeling close to 0 in a few spots, so you know what to do. Make sure to bundle up as you do head out the door. So as you head out the door, all right, temperatures getting down to about 10 degrees earlier on, but look at this, rising up to around 20 degrees by tomorrow morning.
Thanks, Devin. Well, all this cold weather was good news for the Merrill Ice Drags and their second weekend of racing on frozen Lake Alexander today. What you're seeing here is some footage from last Saturday. And there are a few changes this year, the biggest being the track has been reversed due to the condition of the lake. The drags will continue for the next 2 Saturdays, that's weather permitting, of course. For those interested in going, each race begins at noon with entrance through the Castle Grounds State Park. And local snowmobile club has now turned 50 years old, celebrating today to mark the occasion. The Lily Snowbirds have now been riding the local snowmobile trails for 50 years throughout Langlade County. The club held an anniversary event at the Lily Snowbirds Clubhouse, complete with raffles and a bonfire. Congratulations to them on their big anniversary. And also today, thousands of spectators traveled to St. Germain for an event which has made its triumphant return after not happening since 2019. Of course, we're talking about the Radar Run. It happens to go by a new name now, Hiller's Radar Run, to honor Mark Hiller, the longtime director of the races. According to organizers, Hiller's Radar Run combines the fastest shaved ice, manicured snow lanes, and the Midwest's largest bikini run into one weekend festival for racers and fans. And the winter activity news continues because if you live here in the Northwoods, you're probably familiar with the Camp 10 ski area. And if you're not, now is your chance to get acquainted because Newswatch 12's Mohammed Abdul Kawi has the details about this ski season.
It may seem like there's not much to do when it's cold out, but that's not the case at Camp 10.
It's a ski area, and that's all we do. We have skiing and snowboarding here. We're only open in the wintertime.
Camp 10 has many ski runs.
We have the complete range, and altogether we have about 14 different runs. And there's a variety that will challenge anybody and the right kind of terrain for brand new people starting out. We have both ends of the spectrum.
Grand Rudd says that if you're new to skiing, this location is a great way for you to start.
We've got a great ski school, and we have a number of beginner programs going on. Our ski school runs programs through Nicolet College, and we also do programs through some of the local schools.
Skiing may have a dangerous reputation, but Grant thinks otherwise.
We say skiing is a dangerous thing to do, but if you really look at the statistics of all the different sports, skiing has got some inherent danger, just like any sport does. And it's not as dangerous as a lot of other sports that you would never even think about.
And Camp 10 is doing what they can to keep skiers safe.
What we have here is we have a terrain that's pretty visible to everyone. We're serviced by the National Ski Patrol. So that way, we have families come out here and they're completely comfortable letting their kids just go anywhere.
Just make sure you're ready before you head out on the hill.
You're going to want to dress in layers so you don't get cold. Other than that, I definitely recommend that you take a ski lesson.
In Rhinelander, Muhammad Abdul Qawi, Newswatch 12.
Well, coming up after the break, a look at your upcoming forecast and how anglers spent their time in this cold weather preserving the Northwoods fish population. That's coming up in just a few moments.
Hi, I'm Dane Hagan.
And I'm Jeff Weller.
And we're looking for teens with exemplary character who are role models in the community.
We'll be hosting the YMCA Teen Character Awards on April 24th. We need you to nominate a teen who demonstrates the Y's core values of caring, honesty, responsibility, and respect.
Teachers, counselors, family, and friends are all encouraged to nominate deserving teens using the online nomination form on ymcathenorthwoods.org. This is an excellent opportunity for you and the community to recognize teens with character.
I was a Navy submariner for over 20 years. I spent a large portion of my life underwater. Service is about putting your country before yourself. But Senator Ron Johnson uses his office to serve himself. Ron Johnson passed a special tax break that benefited his family's business, then cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since he's been elected. That's not what service is about. Tell Ron Johnson to stop voting for tax laws that benefit himself.
The unknown is not empty. It's a storm that crashes and consumes, replacing thought with worry. But one thing can calm uncertainty: an answer, uncovered through exploration, teamwork, and innovation. An answer that leads to even more answers. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
I think my teachers are really awesome. They're just so nice and willing to help with anything we need.
What I think everybody should know about the RVA is that it's not what you might think of as a typical homeschooling experience. It's very challenging.
Most people think that you don't get to talk to people if you're homeschooled, but it's the opposite of that.
It's flexible, but it offers each kid a chance to excel in subjects that they're good in, and it gives them extra support in the subjects that they need help in.
The RVA has changed my life by helping me prepare for college and encourage me to plan ahead for life.
Welcome back. So we had a little bit of snow that moved through earlier today. Some of us saw about a half an inch or less of snow, so not a lot of snow, and most of it has since tapered off. There's a little bit more just on toward the north and east. We're seeing it right about in here near parts of Marquette, and that is tracking off towards the east right now. And there's a little bit more just off toward the west with this system right here that's continuing to track off towards the east in our direction. This warm front here is actually helping us out. We've already hit our low temperatures for the evening in the lower teens, and temperatures are starting to rise, and we'll see it falling back once the cold front moves in. But another nice warm up on the way. But unfortunately, though, temperatures didn't quite warm up as much today. Many of us only to the lower to middle teens, maybe even some upper teens farther down toward the south, well below average. But we might even hit our high temperatures later on with a push of warm air that'll be moving in. We can kind of see this here on a national temperature map right about in here. We're going to be watching all of this right here tracking off in our direction with temperatures eventually as we head towards Tuesday, possibly hitting the middle 30s. That will feel like a heat wave. Right now, though, we're pretty much at our high temperatures for the day, and we might even take up a few more degrees, starting off right now in the middle middle teens, even some lower teens right now, or upper teens further down toward the south. So we're near high temperatures. We're going to keep those temperatures climbing later on tonight. Our average high is 24 degrees. So we'll get close to that for the daytime tomorrow with 23 degrees, falling back a little bit to 19 degrees by Monday as a cold front moves in. A couple days, it's going to feel like a heat wave with the lower to middle 30s Tuesday into Wednesday. Back down to 22 degrees Thursday, 27 degrees Friday, then cooling off again as we head towards Saturday with about 14 degrees. This is how it's going to behave with still some waves of cool air that'll be moving in as we head towards Monday. But look at this ridge right here, this push of warmer air that'll be moving in. And that's why for Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll see highs in the 30s before, guess what? Another push of cool air begins to move in. So we're still in winter, so that does equal some cooler temperatures that'll be on the way. But for now, though, the temperatures are starting to look a little bit warmer with everything out of the south, a little bit to the southwest at around 5 to 15 miles per hour. So with that in mind, we'll see the winds kind of backing off briefly tonight, but then tomorrow picking up again as the cold front moves in out of the northwest with a few gusts up to 15, even 20 miles per hour at times. So with all this in mind, right now the wind chills are around 3 degrees, even 1 degree in Antigo. So feeling like single digits out there, you know what to do. Make sure to bundle up as you do head out the door. Futurecast looks like this. We'll be under a mostly cloudy sky today and tomorrow. Another little wave of snow flurries with light snow showers not out of the question. Minimal accumulations possible before this begins to back off. Then by Sunday evening into Monday, you might even see a few breaks into clouds and even some sunshine as we head towards Monday before a few more clouds move in. Futurecast trying to get some snow going on Monday. For now, we're keeping that dry. But any additional snowfall, I think this might be a little bit aggressive. We'll say less than a half an inch possible by tomorrow. I don't think we'll see a half an inch. It'll be less than that as that all begins to move in. So for tonight, 10 degrees under a mostly cloudy sky. We've already hit this low. Temperatures rising from there with a few flurries early. That south wind getting up to around 25 miles per hour. Tomorrow, 23 degrees, mostly cloudy, a few flurries possible. Accumulations less than a half an inch. Now west wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, 7-day forecast. Small chance for snow on Sunday. Monday, partly cloudy, highs in the upper teens. Have the sunglasses ready. Tuesday, more clouds, temperatures in the middle 30s. A little bit more snow on Wednesday. And again on Friday, temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Cooling off as we head towards Saturday.
Thanks, Devin. That weather was great for anglers out on the lake today. Since the 1980s, walleye and perch populations on one Northwoods lake has been in decline because of a growing population of largemouth bass and northern pike. After research was conducted, a group decided to try to reverse the damage by introducing the Lake Roberts Perch and Walleye Rehabilitation Project. According to biologists, the project has been a success. Since 2019, tens of thousands of largemouth bass and bluegill have been removed from Roberts Lake. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pozorski gives us a look at how an ice fishing tournament held on Roberts Lake this weekend is designed to assist in the cause to bring the population back to its abundant levels.
It's a walleye restoration project that we've been working on since 2019.
Over 200 anglers participated in the Roberts Lake Ice Fishing Tournament, part of the lake rehabilitation to return walleye populations to their previous levels, which have not been seen since the 60s.
This tournament is a great way to remove fish and educate people about the project that's ongoing.
Proyle works as the Director of Fisheries for the Mole Lake Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa. He says through collected research and data, populations of walleye were severely down, caused by an overpopulation of other species.
This lake here had an overpopulation of largemouth bass and northern pike.
But this has changed since the project started 3 years ago.
The walleye are surviving. We have natural reproduction of walleye now on the lake, and so the project has been well worth it.
By holding tournaments such as the one on Saturday, the group behind the rehabilitation have been able to spread awareness to those who fish the lake.
We've had someone catch a tagged fish this morning, and that's going to win them $2,000. So that really has gotten people motivated to come out. The anglers are passionate, and they keep bringing fish into us. It's been a great day.
Reporting in the Northwoods, Kyle Pozorski, Newswatch 12.
Well, cross-country skiing is another major part of the Northwoods lifestyle, and people of all ages can participate. One trail had people coming from all over the state. Griffin will have more on that story and other things after the break.
Why choose People's State Bank?
They really give back to their community. It's that partnership that's going to keep facilities like this thriving in our community. We're a recreation destination.
We just have a lot of great outdoor amenities for people to enjoy, but they take funding to keep at the level, and we're glad to be able to participate on the fields here.
Be part of a bank that supports local families and communities. Make Peoples your choice. Stop by a location today or visit us online at bankpeoples.com.
Teachers are truly unsung heroes, building up the next generation of leaders. We should celebrate them. I'm Dan Hagan.
And I'm Jeff Weller with Newswatch 12. We are excited to announce it's time to nominate teachers for the Golden Apple Awards, proudly presented by the Rhinelander Partners in Education.
You can nominate those teachers by going to RhinelanderPie.com. Nominations are due by February 28th.
So let's celebrate teachers who recognize all of what they do.
Are you doing?
Dude, I'm so excited. I just can't wait for summer.
Can't wait to get on the water? Then get to the biggest and best boat show only at American Marina Motorsports in Shawano. Lowest prices guaranteed. We're matching deposits up to $1,000 and pick from the most boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else. Don't get left out in the cold. Get to the American Marine Boat Show, February 24th through 27th, Shawano.
This week,
we're off to a good start.
There's more than one way to get ready for Jeopardy!
I helped you prepare somehow?
Yes.
Find out her secret, or if a family history helps.
My great aunt Lorna, my grandmother's sister, was on the $64,000 question.
Or maybe getting your hair done will do the trick.
And is it always purple?
No, I go through all the colors and sometimes let my daughters pick. It's how I ended up with pink.
No matter how you prepare, be ready for Jeopardy!
Jeopardy! Weekdays at 4:30 on NBC 12.
Sports Watch 12 with Griffin Stroin starts now.
It was a pretty important day on the wrestling mat today. The GNC held their conference meet. Now, last year, Tomahawk and Medford would share the title, so I'm sure one team was hoping to break loose this year, but no cigar. Once again, the Raiders and Hatchets tie for the conference title against one another. Tomahawk only slightly edged out Medford by 4 points. Two obviously very even lineups. The teams will now have a week to prepare for the regional tournaments that take place next Saturday. Hey, the men's Badgers basketball team was at home taking on Penn State. Somehow this game was 18-13 at halftime. It's now 41-40 after that Stephen Crawl three-pointer. And then later, it's the super senior, Brad Davison. He's going to launch up a three-ball of his own, and that one is good. Wisconsin lead grows to 9, but the Nittany Lions, they'd storm back and tie it. 30 seconds left now. Tyler Wall, that is a big-time layup to give them a 2-point lead. Penn State would miss a three-pointer at the end of regulation. Wisconsin hangs on to the win. They improved to 18-4 on the year, 9-3 in the Big Ten. Now, the Olympics have officially kicked off here on Newswatch 12. The opening ceremony took place last night, and maybe if you looked really, really close, you could see a local athlete. This is what Minocqua native Kevin Bolger posted on his Instagram. He's posing with some of his fellow cross-country ski teammates. Great outfits, and if I may say so, even better hats. Now remember, Bolger is scheduled to race on Tuesday this upcoming week, and if you want to watch with the Lakeland community. Now, summertime in the Northwoods is magical, but don't sleep on winter. I mean, just ask, obviously, Olympian Kevin Bolger. Cross-country skiing is a sport that anyone can do, especially here in the Northwoods, and today, an event made its triumphant return.
Going into it, people were all looking at the weather forecast and thought it was going to be a real freeze-a-roo. A little snow adds to the ambiance, and I think it might have been even ticked above zero there at some point, so it's a good event.
There's just something special about a Northwoods winter.
These hemlocks are just beautiful. I saw a flock of birds go by, and it's a great place.
We've got 21 kilometers of cross-country skiing trails that we groom regularly for skate skiers and classic striders.
Mike Schultes is referring to the Mecca Trails in Mercer, where today
we're celebrating Winterfest. Winterfest is a celebration that engages the community and showcases the beauty of the Mecca Trail system.
The two different races had a variety of skiers, from beginners to your more seasoned veterans.
Some folks come from Mercer, Mattress, Waters, and Ironwood, and other folks come from Madison, Stevens Point. It's fun to see the skiers show up and have a good time.
Locals like Zach Wilson have been skiing here since he was young.
My family's been involved with this for a long time. I was skiing here when I was like 6, And now I have kids, so the whole cycle's happening.
Yeah. All right.
While out-of-towners like Mike Ivy drove 4 hours just to be here with his friends.
It's good to see everybody. I'm waiting for my buddy. He's still out there, so I'm going to give him a hard time when he comes in.
And by racing, they are helping to give back to the trails.
The proceeds from the event, Mecca will use to enhance and maintain our trails, our facilities, our equipment. Plus, we fund a community outreach program.
A local trail maintained by the locals.
Mecca is volunteer-driven and community-focused.
And now the racers leave, wanting just a little bit more time on the trails.
It makes winter really a lot of fun in Wisconsin.
Now, Lily, I know what you're thinking. God, I missed out on all the fun, but do not worry. The Mecca Trails is also hosting a virtual Winterfest for people that want to still participate. It ends on February 18th, so we've got time. We can, hit the slopes and start cross-country skiing.
Okay, great. I'll be there. I'm so excited to learn. Thank you. Well, next up, Governor Tony Evers has a number of bills that have come across his desk recently. After the break, we'll hear about 3 of these bills and what the governor has decided to do with them.
President's Day is the best time to buy furniture, and Slumberland Furniture is having one of their biggest sales of the year.
Wow. Wow is right.
Deals up to 50% off throughout the store. The huge President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Does sinus congestion and pressure make breathing feel impossible, especially at night? Try Vicks Sinex. Unlike most sinus treatments, it provides instant relief that lasts up to 12 hours. Its powerful decongestant targets congestion at the source, with a dual-action formula that relieves nasal congestion and soothes sinus pressure by reducing swelling in the sinuses. For instant relief that lasts up to 12 hours, try Vicks Sinex. From Vicks, trusted relief for over 125 years.
Teachers are truly unsung heroes, building up the next generation of leaders. We should celebrate them. I'm Dan Hagan.
And I'm Jeff Weller with Newswatch 12. We are excited to announce it's time to nominate teachers for the Golden Apple Awards, proudly presented by the Rhinelander Partners in Education.
You can nominate those teachers by going to RhinelanderPie.com. Nominations are due by February 28th.
So let's celebrate teachers who recognize all of what they do.
This week on Wheel, Kiki shares a mom hack.
When the young one won't nap, what do you do?
We watch Wheel of Fortune. She says, we port in. And I think your voice just puts her right out.
If you dig deep enough, there's a compliment in there.
Plus, this week we have not 1, not 2, but 3 of the biggest wins of the season.
That's it, I'm through.
It's a history-making week.
There's always something new around here, isn't there?
On Wheel.
Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 6:30 on NBC 12.
President's Day is the best time to buy furniture and mattresses, and Slumberland Furniture is having one of their biggest sales of the year. Get an 8-inch foam queen mattress for just $222. Slumberland Sleep Solutions. We've reinvented mattress shopping.
Welcome back. Well, Governor Tony Evers has been busy with many bills recently. First, the governor vetoed a Republican-backed bill. The bill would have increased the penalties for making or distributing marijuana through a process that creates a highly concentrated version of marijuana known as butane hash oil. Evers supports full legalization of marijuana and said he objected to creating additional penalties for marijuana use, which he said in his veto message Friday would be, quote, another step in the wrong direction. The Wisconsin Chiefs of Police Association was the only group that registered in support of the measure. Supporters argued that stronger penalties were needed to combat the use of butane hash oil. Next, the governor also vetoed a bill opposed by labor unions that would have allowed teenagers to work longer hours during the busy summer tourism months. Evers vetoed the measure on Friday while Republicans and the state's hotel, restaurant, and grocery industries were in support. Democrats and the Wisconsin AFL-CIO opposed it. The bill would have permitted employees under the age of 16 to work until 11 p.m. when they don't have school the next day. And finally, Governor Tony Evers vetoed a third bill that would have prohibited Wisconsin public schools from teaching students and training employees about concepts such as systemic racism and implicit bias. Republicans who approved the bill do not have enough votes to override Evers' Friday-issued veto. Wisconsin's proposal follows a national trend of Republican-controlled legislators moving to thwart certain ideas they associate with critical race theory. Evers says he vetoed the bill because he objected to, quote, creating new censorship rules and that would restrict schools and educators from teaching honest, complete facts about important historical topics like the Civil War and civil rights.
Weather can be weathered with technology there to help you in a Ford Escape. Winter roads can be tough. Bronco Sport tougher. And Explorer can take the bite out of chilly mornings. Ford, winter like you mean it. Hurry in to get a great offer on a weather-ready Ford SUV. Visit your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers today.
It has been a great winter for snow sports and getting outdoors. Every 4 years, the world gets together to celebrate winter sports. As a third-generation owned company here at Maher Water Corporation, we are happy to celebrate all of the athletes and their achievements. When it comes to your water, we are also proud to provide clean drinking water to all of our customers and their families. So from our family to yours, stay healthy and hydrated, and to all of our athletes, we're proud of you!
Hi, I'm Dane Hagan.
And I'm Jeff Weller.
And we're looking for teens with exemplary character who are role models in the community.
We'll be hosting the YMCA Teen Character Awards on April 24th. We need you to nominate a teen who demonstrates the Y's core values of caring, honesty, responsibility, and respect.
Teachers, counselors, family, and friends are all encouraged to nominate deserving teens using the online nomination form on ymcathenorthwoods.org. This is an excellent opportunity for you and the community to recognize teens with character.
This week on Wheel, Kiki shares a mom hack.
When the young one won't nap, what do you do?
We watch Wheel of Fortune. She says, we port in. And I think your voice just puts her right out.
If you dig deep enough, there's a compliment in there.
Plus, this week we have not one, not two, but three of the biggest wins of the season.
That's it, I'm through.
It's a history-making week.
There's always something new around here, isn't there?
On Wheel.
Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 6:30 on NBC 12.
Welcome back. The White House looks a little more colorful right now as the president's residence has gone red, white, and blue. A White House official says the colors are in support of the Olympians and Paralympians proudly representing our country. Team USA is currently out there participating in competitions of the 2022 Beijing Games. And in honor of such, I need to ask you both what your favorite Winter Olympic sports are, Devin.
I don't know, there's quite a few I really like. Hockey's fun to watch. I'm a big hockey fan. Obviously, I've honestly been very entertained by some of the figure skating, too. I mean, that's one I don't pay attention to very often, but pulling off some of those moves, I mean, I own skates, but I'm just lucky to stay on my feet, honestly. Yeah, right?
That's my best attempt. Curling. Curling's mine.
That's your favorite?
Love curling.
I watched that last night, too, and I was very entertained. So this is probably a good time to just get a little bit more educated on some of that. And speaking of educated, let's educate you on your temperatures right now. We're doing temperatures right now that are in the middle to upper teens. We're going to be working on these temperatures. They're actually going to be rising overnight before we eventually go into the lower 20s on Sunday. A little bit more snow, less than a half-inch possible. I'm stretching more than less, not a whole lot coming there. Dry Monday and Tuesday, but Lily and oh my goodness, Griffin, what time is it? 30s on Tuesday and Wednesday. I can't remember your name for some reason.
It's late. It is late, D-Biggs.
Oh, man. I'm used to the morning show.
Okay, well, thank you and good evening.